everybody knows, the funny thing about me is January 1st, when I filed the writ of mandamus against the SEC, about 12 days later, someone said, John, how long have you been a securities lawyer? And I said, oh, about 2 weeks now. It's not necessarily my forte. I'm represent people who died from mesothelioma, but it doesn't take a securities lawyer to figure out what the SEC is trying to do here.
Yeah, I'm on the blockchain with it, and my blockchain Monkeyz full of octane in them. You know the vibe, plus we shredded that. What is going on, Blockchain Monkeyz? Eagle here, and I'd like to thank you for coming to my jungle. Now, first of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and let's give you my opinion. Now, we have to get right back on what's going on with Ripple and XRP because it just continues, folks. Okay, we are here. We're saying buy the Swift, keep it walking. Like, this is so clear. Take a listen.
Costs because you're moving from one ledger to another. Sort of get down into the accounting, but you're moving from one fiat currency to another fiat currency, which are in essence kept on two different ledger systems called two different commercial banking systems in, did you say Tanzania to Nigeria? So you have two different ledger systems. And then over the centuries, a whole process of Nostra accounts and the setting up of the account base to do that. It can be done on blockchain and between two central banks, but the thinking is that you might need some bridge currency between Tanzania.
You mean the knowing, not the thinking, the knowing.
In Nigeria, and there's a number of blockchain technologies that do that. That basically, instead of Swift, which is just a messaging system, and then the banks have to somehow pre-fund in Nostra accounts. I hope I didn't lose too many people, but this is about the technology of banking, not the technology of blockchain.
And we have here, this is coming from the Daily Huddle. This says, wave of institutional clients at Goldman Sachs are diving into Bitcoin and crypto markets, according to a senior executive. Matthew McDermott, head of digital assets at Goldman Sachs Global Markets Division, says the New York-based investment bank is witnessing huge institutional demand for Bitcoin and the crypto markets. In a Goldman Sachs markets update, McDermott reveals the institutional interest in digital assets at Wall Street firm is accelerating among a wide array of large investors. It is going down, and you're already supplanted. Shout out to you for being here early. Okay, now come on back here, slide on down. Okay, so we have here Stephen Bull from the D-App. We have heard the traditional banks that have business line and payments being destroyed by TransferWise, Revolut, Ripple, and PayPal. Lajos Bartha, Central Bank of Hungary. Take a listen to this.
The old traditional players, I call the banks, which are the payment service providers traditionally. They are the old traditional players. Of course, they have a business line in the payments. They try to keep this business line. And we have heard how TransferWise, how Revolut, how Ripple, or other PayPal, they destroy.
He said they're being destroyed. What is happening to the industry right now? Are you seeing the economic future happening right in front of your face? It is happening, folks. Come on down here. Again, Stephen Bull from the DIA updates Nets Group has been acquired by MasterCard. Take a listen to this. We said we are going to work together on instant payments, infrastructure providers, Uber and Ripple. You talk about a takeover. It's happening, folks.
Interesting journey, and we're going to work together, right? Infrastructure providers, Uber, Ripple, we're all going to work together on making this happen. But I think the vision of instant payments being cash substitution is excellent, and it's a real cultural driver for change.
Now, before we go, I want to leave you with this. This is coming from the Squawk Box. This is Glenn Hutchins. Okay, it says the right cryptocurrencies are more like copper or platinum than gold because they have use cases and they rise and fall, not just as a store of value, but as in their use. Says Glenn Hutchins. Take a listen to this. I want you guys to think about this when you're going into these projects. Okay, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, but this is good.
You got to explain this to me, Glenda, because honestly, yesterday I was thinking that these NFTs, these non-fungible tokens, would be the clearest sign of too much liquidity out there. Because you're saying this, I will listen because you're very smart. You know about these things. But literally yesterday, I was thinking that these NFTs were the equivalent of what used to happen back in the roaring 20s when people would light their cigars with a $20 bill or a $100 bill. You light it up and it's cool and you got the money to burn. But it seems to me that you got to be kidding me. I don't even have a trading card that I can show and put, you know, on my desk or somewhere else that I can like physically trade with somebody to get some of these things. Like, explain to me why this is so cool and why it will remain cool.
Well, you know, NBA Top Shot is as an application, you have a digital trading card. You actually own a unique video image of a player doing a specific thing. For instance, a very popular one right now is Zion Williamson blocking a shot.
Are you getting this up in you? The kids are going crazy over this stuff right now.
Understand. No one else owns that digital image than you, and you can use it and share it and trade it on the network. Part of, I think, your question is kind of why is the world moving from, I would restate as why is the world moving from terrestrial to digital, and why are a number of use cases or items that we want to own more digital than terrestrial. I think it's part of a broader macro trend across the economy that this stuff is still facilitating. But it's real, it's significant. And that's kind of big point number one. Big point number two is there are different kinds of non-fungible tokens for sure. The ones I'm interested in are ones that are use cases for something people are doing. So the reason to buy and sell the Flow non-fungible token is that you need to buy and sell it to trade on the network so you can buy and sell your trading cards. And by the way, these are much better. The digital trading cards are much better than the physical trading cards because they're a liquid item that you can buy and sell all the time. They're not just something that sits in your closet. So actually, then you can enjoy and share with friends and across the network. And I would say this is why in the past I've told you that I think that the right cryptocurrencies are more like copper or platinum than gold because they have use cases and they rise and fall, not just as a store of value, but as their value in use. And this is a good example of that.
We didn't just come here to moon. We came to moon and moon and moon and moon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because we will all see each other on the moon.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.